A very good morning to all my dear lovely students. I hope you all are doing well at your home. So my dear students, do you remember what we have done in our last class? We have already completed lesson number 7. It was the silly monkey. Am I right? So in there, my dear students, we have learned a very important lesson. Right? The lesson was that a person needs to be happy with what he has and he should never be greedy. Yes, so my dear students, this silly monkey, a small silly monkey taught us a great lesson. It taught not only to us, but it also taught in the chapter to the great king. Yes, who was very greedy. He was having all sort of what? Land and gold with him, but he was not satisfied with all that he had, right? He always wanted to have more and more, and for that reason he was always into wars, right? He also had a very wise minister who always taught him that war can never bring any happiness. It can only lose all the happiness that a person has, right? It will not only lose the happiness, but also it will lose the life of many soldiers from the both ends. Yes, so my dear students, the wise minister also tried to teach his king a beautiful lesson, but he was never willing to listen to the minister, right? And later on, when he decided to attack another kingdom, on his way he saw a silly monkey who ultimately taught him the real lesson of the life, that one has to be happy with what one has, right? He should never be greedy and he should never ask for more and more which is not at all required. Got it? Yes. So my dear students, in our today's class we are going to start a new module from our English workbook. So let's start without doing further delay. So my dear students, coming to module 5, let's first check how many sections are there in our module, right? So my dear students, in our today's module, that is module 5, we have here 5 sections. The first section is I listen, where we will have word dictation. Second section is vocabulary, where we will get antonyms. The third is grammar, where we will learn about adjectives, the describing word. Coming to the fourth one is the formal writing, where we will learn about the explanatory writing. And fifth, the last one, is the creative writing, where we will learn to write down the dialogues. Okay, it is all about the dialogue writing. So my dear students, no doubt we are having here 5 sections, yes? But in our today's class, we will be doing only 2 sections. The first section that we will be doing is the word dictation, where I'll just dictate few words that you have to write down. Coming to the next topic, it will be antonyms. Yes? So I think so you know what are antonyms. We all have done the synonyms. Yes? And regularly we are doing that in our chapters. Am I right? So my dear students, for today we will be doing only the 2 sections. So as I told, the first section is all about the word dictation. Yes, as we have already completed our last chapter, lesson number 7. So I'm going to give few words from there. So what you have to do now, please take out page number 48, and there are 9 words. Yes, so I'm going to dictate that and you have to write down the spellings. Okay, you have to write down that spellings by your own. I'm just going to dictate it. Got? I hope all are ready by now. So the first word is decided. 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 Second is attack. 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 Coming to the third word is enough. 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 Fourth word is property. 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 Yes, coming to the fifth word, it's peace. 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 The sixth word is through. 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 Coming to the seventh word, it's exhausted. 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 Okay. Coming to the eighth word is swallowed. swallowed, swallowed. Coming to the ninth, the last word is starlet, starlet, starlet. Got it? I hope you all have written by now. Please check out one more time. I'm just going to read out the words for the last. Okay, the one was decided, second attack, third enough, fourth property, fifth peace, sixth through, seventh exhausted, eighth swallowed, ninth starlet. Got it? Okay. So my dear students, now we'll move to the second section, that is antonyms. Okay, please take out page number 49. So what do you mean by antonyms? We have already learned about synonyms. Am I right? Yes, in our last class itself we have learned the meaning, the same meaning, yes, of the words, of the new words that we got in the lesson. Can anyone remember what words that we have done? The first word that I remember is greedy. Yes. So what is the similar meaning of greedy? To want for more and more. Yes. So what is the opposite of greedy now? Can anyone tell me? So my dear students, you will find out the opposite of greedy and you are going to tell me that in our live class. Got it? So yes, coming to antonyms now. As I told, synonyms are the same meaning words. Yes. So what are antonyms? Antonyms are the words that are opposite. Okay, which are not same. Got it? So let's check what we have in our book. Okay, so coming to the second section, the vocab part, it's all about antonyms. An antonym is a word that is opposite in meaning to another word. Example, empty, full. So what is the opposite of empty? It's full. My bottle is empty. I need to fill it. I have a full bottle of water. Right? So what is the opposite of empty? It's full. The boy is very short. But look at my brother. He's very tall. Yes? So what is the opposite of short? It's tall. Got it? So the another example is given here is start, finish. Yes? So when you start something, it needs to be finished. Yes, so what it is? The opposite of start is finish. Your UT exams, it already started. Yes, and it's going to finish on 7th. Right? So, what is the opposite of start? It's finish. Got it? So, my dear students, what are antonyms? Antonyms are words that are opposite in the meaning to another words. Got it? Okay, so coming to the exercise part now. Exercise 2.1. What we have here, let's check. Fill in the blanks by choosing the antonyms of the words marked in bold from the words given below. So my dear students, here are 6 sentences. Okay, so what we have to do? We have to write down the antonyms of the bold words in the sentences. Okay, the words which are antonyms of the marked, of the bold words are already given here. So what you have to do? You have to find out the correct antonym and you have to write down in the space given. So let's check it together. What are the antonyms of the given words? So the first sentence here is, we saw the twig float for some time and then it began to dash. So what is the opposite of float? The opposite of float is sink. S-I-N-K, sink. Okay, coming to number 2, suffer dash visits us, but we never see Sarah. So what is the opposite of never? It's always, right? Suffer always visit us, but we never see Sarah. Okay, coming to the third sentence, Bunty is usually the first to wake up and the last to go to the bed. So what is the opposite antonym of first? It's last. L-A-S-T, last. Okay. Coming to the fourth sentence. The dress was too tight at the waist and too dash in the arms. So what is the antonym of tight? It's loose. My dress is too tight. But look at Tanvi. He is wearing a very loose dress. Okay, so what is the spelling of loose? L-O-O-S-E, loose. Okay, coming to the fifth sentence. The pen that was lost in the morning has now been dash. So what is the antonym of lost? It's found. F-O-U-N-D, found. The pen that was lost in the morning has now been found. Got it? Okay. Coming to the last sentence. I remembered to post my mother's letter, but dashed to put a stamp on it. I remembered to post my mother's letter, but what is the antonym of remembered? It's forgot. Okay, but forgot to put a stamp on it. Got it? So my dear students, please turn to page number 50. Okay, let's check what we have in page number 50. Exercise 2.2. Match the antonyms in column A and B. So my dear students, in here two columns are given. So what you have to do? You have to match column A's words with column B. Okay, so I'm not going to help anyone in here. You have to do this by yourself. I'm just going to read out the words from column A first, and we'll do the same with column B. Number 1 is construction. B, fear. 3, careless. 4th, bored. 5th, apart. 6th, old fashioned. Coming to column B, number A is careful. B, together. C, excited. C, destruction. E, modern. And F, courage. So what you have to do, my dear children, you have to match the words from A to B. You have to write down the antonyms of the given words in column A, and you have to find out the antonyms of the words in column B. Got it? So my dear students, this is your homework. Okay, so you will be doing this as your homework. So my dear students, it's time to wrap now. So what we have learned today? We have done the word dictation. Yes, where we have done the words, almost 9 words I have given you, and you have to write down the correct spellings from there, right? And also we have learned about the antonyms. Yes, and also we have revised what were the synonyms. Synonyms are the same meaning words, and antonyms are the opposites of the words. Yeah. And so an antonym is a word that is opposite in meaning to another word. So what is the antonym of antonym? It is synonym. Got it? Okay. So my dear students, that's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.